Now I want to talk about numbers and methods that we have in numbers. So let's go. Let's assume that we have a variable with value of -10. It's a negative variable. But we want to get absolute variable from the absolute value from the a variable. How we can do that? Simply with write print to see how what is our output, and simply we can use abs absolute and pass the a. And if I run this application and this code, we can see the output will be positive and will be 10. Let's assume that we have another variable with the value of 3.123456789, something like this. We want to round this variable. How we can round this? Simply with pass round, with write round and pass the variable and our variable to it. What is our output here? It will be 3. It's completely delete this part. So what will happen and how we can, for example, keep 2 of them, 3 of them, or something like that. After passing b in round, we should pass another parameter like 2. Integer, it will be integer parameter. And if I run this, as you can see, we have 12 after the dot here. Okay. Another thing that I want to talk about in number, we have, for example, 5 number, and we want to know, let's define 5 number first. 1, 2, we have these numbers, and we want to understand what is the minimum value of them. We can simply write minimum, and in parentheses we should pass our numbers. We have also same approach for maximum. Again, maximum and our numbers. And if I print them out, I mean C and D. Let me clean up here. As you can see, the minimum of these numbers will be 1 and maximum will be 6. If I, for example, add 7 here and for example 0 here, let's run our code, and you can see 0 as minimum and 7 as our maximum. I mentioned that in Python we have lots of library that wrote by, for example, C or any other languages that make life easier for us to write code as easy as possible. One of that libraries is math. So we want to import that. Some people wrote some codes for us, and we will import those codes and we will use them. I will explain these approach of import and export later. But if, for example, we have a library with name math, if we want to use that, we can simply at top of the file, we can simply write import math, and it will be import some functionality for us. For example, factorial. What is factorial? Let's have another variable here. How can I use this math library? Simply write math dot, for example, factorial. What is factorial? Let's calculate factorial of 3 and let's print that. The output will be 6. It will, for example, if we want to calculate factorial of 4, the output will be something like this: 1 multiplied by 2 by 3 and by 4. In this case, it will be 24. And if I print it out, put 4 here and print it out, you can see the 24 here. So this is something that we can use in math library. For example, in math, we have p number. If we want to have the value of that, we can simply write math dot p, and after that we can print it, and let's see what we have. 3.14159, and it will be the p number that we have. Many other things we have in math library, then we can use that. For example, if we write math and after that we write dot, you will see all the methods and something that we can have here. For example, it will calculate many things here for us. Cosinus, sinus and tangent and something like that will help us, and it will be really helpful when we want to calculate something in our project. Another thing that we have is sqrt, and if I pass, for example, 16 to it, the output of that will be 4. So it means 4 multiplied by 4 will be 16. Okay, you can go through the math library and just please write math, and after that, as soon as you type dot, you will see all the functionalities that we have and we can use, and you can go through them and learn more about this math library. It's really useful.